A warm welcome to all. So today we will going to deal with chapter 2, sexual reproduction in flowering plant. I am starting with this chapter because this chapter is very important, as this chapter's content will going to come in the practical exams also. So I am dealing with this chapter first. In this chapter I can show you a little types of dissections also, and dissection of flower also. So first of all, before starting this chapter, let us see some synopsis of this chapter. What we have to deal in this chapter first. Flower. First of all, we have to learn what is a flower. Then second, structure of a flower. Some terms related to flowers. Term related to various floral parts. Function of a flower. And then the inflorescence. So first, we have to deal with what is a flower. As we all know that flower is a reproductive part of a plant. That is, flower, it is a reproductive part of a plant. That means in plant, flower is a part which take place in the process of reproduction. It is a reproductive part of a plant. All plant does not bear flower. Only the plant which is bearing flower is known as the angiospermic plant, or you can say that it is an angiosperm. That is, the plant which bear flowers is known as the angiospermic plant or the angiosperm. Next, as we are dealing about the sexual reproduction in flowering plant, first of all we have to know what is the process of reproduction. That means, what is a reproduction? A male sex cell, or you can say that when a male gamete fuses with the female sex cell, or you can say that female gamete, as a result it gives rise to zygote. This is a simple definition of a reproduction. When a male sex cell or male gamete fuses with the female sex cell or female gamete is known as the zygote. So why we are dealing with this chapter? We should know about the main difference between reproduction taking place in different organisms and the reproduction taking place in the plants or in the flowers. So what is the main difference in flower? As in place of male sex cells, we have the male nuclei. That is the male nucleus. In plant, the male nucleus and the female nucleus take place in the process of reproduction. It is very important to note that in other organisms the sex cell is involved, but in the plants there is no cells involvement. Only the nuclei are involved in the process of the reproduction. So as the nucleus is involved in that, we should call it nuclei as a gamete, and here female nuclei as a female gamete, and the result it gives rise to zygote, and the zygote becomes seeds as it is. So this is a general introduction of a flowering plant. That means the flower is a reproductive plant, and the flower which bear plant is the plant which bear flower is known as the angiospermic plant. Reproduction, the male sex cells or male gamete, and in flower the male nuclei of female gamete are involved in this process. Secondly, as the synopsis goes, we have to deal about the structure of a flower. So secondly, we have to deal about the structure of a flower. Basically, the structure of a flower contains of 4 parts. 2 is a accessory organ and 2 are basically the main essential organ. So you can say that it is a part, or in other word you can say that it is a walls. We should use another words for that, walls. WHORLS, walls. First of all, it comes the calyx, or you can say its sepals also. Second is corolla, or you can say it petals. These both are the accessory organ. That means they are supporting the essential organ. And other comes the androecium, or it is a male reproductive part. And come the gynoecium, or it is a female reproductive part. So these two parts are basically known as the essential organ. So structure of flower deals with 4 major walls: calyx or sepals, corolla or petals, both are the accessory organ, and here the androecium, that is a male reproductive part, and gynoecium, that is a female reproductive part. These are the essential organ. That means this is a male and this is a female. As we just say that reproduction, the male and the female are basically taking part in the formation of zygote, that is in the process of reproduction. So they are helping organ which help the essential organ in doing their work. So I have a flower with me. So you can say it is a bisexual flower. That means it contains both the male and the female reproductive organs. That means it is a complete walls of a flower. Or it can say that it's a complete flower because it contains all the 4 walls. So we are dealing with this one. So you can see this is a flower, a bisexual hibiscus flower. So I'm dealing with the parts right now. So here are the parts of a flower. You can see this is basically the sepal part. This is basically the corolla part. Here are the androecium or the male reproductive part, and here are the female reproductive part. So basically the green color part is the calyx part. That means the part which is green in color, that you can see in the flower also. You can see at the lower side, this is the green color part. This green color part is the calyx part, this green color. And in this some small supportive part is also given. It is known as apicalyx. It is a supportive organ of calyx itself. Second, this is a corolla, a very beautiful brightly colored thing. It is basically responsible for attracting the insect. You can see here is the anther part, this one, this is the anther part, and this is the female reproductive organ. And you can say that this is the anther part or androecium part. You can see upside the yellowish part is the anther one, and the long thread-like structure which is known as the filaments. And here is the female part. It has been divided into 3 major parts: stigma, style, and ovary. That is the pinkish color, a knob-like structure which is present at the tip. It's known as the stigma. This is the style, and this is the ovary. So this is a complete part of a flower. That means calyx, corolla, androecium, and the gynoecium. This is the structure of a flower. Now we will going to deal about different part. First of all, we have to deal with calyx. What is the calyx? So you can see in the chapter it is mentioned over there about the calyx. See, the first one, it is the first or lowermost wall. As I have shown you, it is the lowermost wall. Second, it is a collection of sepals. So single, when it will be single, it is known as sepals, and when it will get collected, it is known as the calyx. So singular form is sepal, and you can say that the combo form is the calyx form. Secondly, it is green in color, a leaf-like structure, and it protects the flower bursts before it's open. That means when a flower buds or a flower, when it is not open, it is covered by a calyx. Second most wall is a corolla. It is a collection of petals. Again, when it will be singular, it is known as sepal, and when it will be in collection, it is known as the calyx. And when it is singular, it is known as petal, and when it will be in collection form, it is known as the corolla. As we know that the most attractive part of a flower is its corolla only. When anyone see the flower and when anyone give the compliment to the flower by saying its corolla itself, that means wow, what is the petals are generally large, brightly colored, and may have fragrance also. They help in pollinating by the attracting insect. They help in pollination basically. Third part is the androecium part. It is the third and the male walls of a flower, and same, when it will be singular, it is known as the stamen, and when it will be in collected form, it is known as the androecium. As we know that the stamen has been divided into two parts, filament and anther. I have shown you. Filament, a long thread-like structure, is known as the filament, and this structure is known as the anther. Second part is the gynoecium or pistil part. Same, when it will be in singular, it is known as the carpel, and when it will be in collective form, it is known as the gynoecium or pistil. It has been divided into stigma, style, and ovary, and I have shown it also. This is the stigma part, the pinkish, very nicely colored part. It's stigma. A long whitish thread-like structure is known as the style, and this is the lowermost knob-like part is known as the ovary. So this is the four main part of a flower. I am not making it too large video today. Just I want to know that whether the content is clear to you or not, or whether you want any kind of improvement in that video so that I can improve. And in the next video I will try to give you more content, but for now I am stopping this video because I need to know your suggestion that is that video is okay with you, or I need to change something in that. Thank you, and if please comment me about your suggestions. Thank you.